Alright, here we go. Day 2 for a year of streaming and learning to code. Dum dum dum. First episode yesterday, I didn't have any audio for it. It was really late at night, and I was still struggling with audio stuff, so I just didn't do audio. But today, did more testing, got it all sorted out. Hopefully, all the audio levels are okay now, and hopefully the audio quality is decent. We are continuing on learning HTML and CSS from Codecademy. Resume. Okay. In the last unit, you learned about the minimum amount of HTML code required to successfully structure a web page, sometimes referred to as boilerplate code. We had a declaration, a head, a title, and a body. But we still need content that the web browser can display. In this unit, we'll learn how to use some of the most common HTML elements that add content to web pages. Keep in mind that HTML was originally created to mark up or present text. The first few units of this course will focus solely on how HTML can be used to mark up text. Later in the course, we'll dive deeper into more advanced styling techniques using CSS. Let's get started. Instructions. Take a look at the code in index.html. What new code do you see? Explore the code in this file and try modifying something at random. What happened? We had, hold on. Okay, better. We've got HTML head, title, body. That was all stuff we had yesterday. We added header 1. The paragraphs are new, the href and the lists. Ordered list seems to give numbers. UL. Unordered list. Bullet points. So I don't think adding a space is gonna do anything. But what happens if we add paragraph? Question mark? Yeah, sure. Run. So those are next to each other. Arctus, Polaris are the same, or they aren't split. So why is that split? Strange. I don't know why the first paragraph watch this. That will add it afterwards. So paragraphs don't need an end? That's odd and confusing. I get that there's a space before and after. Well, I guess there's a space before and after any paragraph. So I guess that would be strange not to have a closing tag. Anyways, continuing on. Next. Alright. Headings in HTML can be linked to headings in other types of media. For example, in newspapers, large headings are typically used to capture readers' attention. Other times, headings are used to describe content, like the title of a movie or an educational article. HTML follows a similar pattern. In HTML, there are 6 different headings, or heading elements. Headings can be used for a variety of purposes, like titling sections, articles, or other forms of content. The following is the list of heading elements available in HTML. They're ordered from largest to smallest in size. H1, used for main headings. All other smaller headings used for subheadings. The following example code uses a headline intended to capture readers' attention. This is the largest heading available, the main heading element. Okay. What if they're relative? If they get bigger as you use more? Instructions. Instruction. Index HTML. Add H1 heading inside the body. The heading should say the brown bear. Body. H1. H1. Close. Brown bear. Ta-da! Oftentimes, headings are meant to emphasize or enlarge only a few words. You want to add content in paragraph form, you can add a paragraph using the paragraph element. The Nile River is the longest river in the world, measuring over 6,850 kilometers, approximately 4,260 miles. It flows through 11 countries, including Tasmania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, Shia, Shia, Kenya, Ethiopia, Eritrea, South Sudan, and Egypt. Paragraphs are great for expanding the amount of content, text on your web page. As you begin to add more text to your page, however, keep in mind that large amount of text in paragraph format can overwhelm web page visitors. For example, if multiple paragraphs on your web page contain large amounts of text, your web page can become more difficult to consume. In HTML, after the H1, add a paragraph that contains the following text. Blah, 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 blah. Copy. Typical. Run. Success. Oftentimes, it's better to display certain types of content and easy to read lists. In HTML, you can use the unordered list for text you decide to format in bullet points. An unordered list outlines individual list items with a bullet point. You've probably used an unordered list when writing down a grocery list or a school supply list. To create an unordered list, possibly naming your favorite children, to create an unordered list using HTML, you can use the UL element. The UL element unordered list, however, cannot hold raw text and cannot automatically format raw text with bullet points. Individual list items must be added to the unordered list using list element. Oh. In the example above, the list was created using UL element, and all the individual list items were added using the list element. Interesting. So you tell it like you're breaking it into categories, subcategories. Okay. In index HTML and other paragraphs, after the first paragraph, the new paragraph should say, the following are species of bears. Add another paragraph after the first. Okay. Under the new paragraph, create an unordered list. Do not add any list items just yet, though. Unordered list coming up. UL. Boom. unordered all day. We don't even know which way we're going. Right. Add the following list items to the unordered list. Meh. Death. Let me get listy. Hey. There we go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Good. Kosher. We're golden. Next. 5 of 15. Still alive. Second day coding. So far, so good. Great job. Some lists, however, will require a bit more structure. HTML provides the ordered list when you need the extra ordering that unordered lists don't provide. Ordered lists are like unordered lists, except that each item is numbered. You can create the ordered list with OL element and then add individual list items to the list using the list element. Fair enough. In another paragraph, add the following. Copy. Time to get all paragraphy. Oh. Da, 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 da. This is awesome. Okay, so this is the earth. Very nice. Very nice. Next. Run. Run next. Okay. In index 2 under paragraph, create an ordered list. Do not add any list items. Same song and dance as last time. Whoa, I don't know what that is. Okay. Ordered list. Super maximum effort. Han. Russia, Canada, and US. Death. Right? Golden, maybe, possibly. Next. Yeah, you don't. Ooh, lots of stuff going on here. Nice. Getting further down the rabbit hole. Okay, you're off to a great start. So far, you've learned how to add headings, paragraphs, and lists to a web page. We wouldn't be taking advantage of the full power of HTML and the internet, however, if we didn't link to other web pages. Very true, very true. Hashtag pro tip. Okay, you can add links to web page by adding an anchor element. Oh. So that's what the A stands for. A. The including, very, very Canadian, I take it. The text of the link in between the opening and closing tags. This is a link to Wikipedia. Nice, nice. Wait a minute, technically the link in the example above is incomplete. I was going to say, isn't there some reference thing? However, or how exactly is the link above supposed to work if there's no URL? That will lead users to the actual web page. Ah, yes, grammatical flow. How exactly is the link above supposed to work if there's no URL that will lead users to the actual web page? Good question, Scotty. Good question. The anchor element in the example above is incomplete without the HR or the href. I'm assuming that's what the href? I don't know. Attribute. Attributes provide even more information about an element's content. They live directly inside the opening tag of an element. Oh, excuse me. Attributes are made up of the following two parts: the name of the attribute and the value of the attribute. For anchor elements, the name of the attribute is href, and its value must be set to the URL of the page you'd like the user to visit. Href, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. This is a link to Wikipedia. In the example above, the href attribute has been set to the value of the correct URL, https blah.org. The example now shows the correct use of an anchor element. Note, when reading technical documentation, you may come across the term hyperlink. Not to worry, this is simply the technical term for a link, and oftentimes these terms are used interchangeably. Okay. After the first paragraph, add a link that says learn more. Don't add the URL just yet. Okay, so this is the earth. We're going to take this guy, copy. There's that. This. Get rid of the link. Bam. Run it. That's good. Add the following URL. Hashtag brown bear life. Brown bear 4L. Is that ridiculous? Run it. Colon. Huh? Maybe. There we go. Hashtag bear in my face, right? She knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so brown bears, good. The link worked. Still live. Day 2 continues on. Next. Okay, have you ever clicked a link and observed the resulting web page opening in a new browser window? Yes, that's what we want. We like that. If so, you can thank the anchor element's target attribute. Thank you, target attribute. The target attribute specifies that a link should open in a new window. Why is it beneficial to open links in a new window? That way people don't kill themselves. It's a bit much, probably not, but that's how I feel about it. It is possible that one or more links on your web page link to an entirely different website. In that case, you may want users to read the linked website, but hope that they return to your web page. This is exactly why target attribute is useful. For a link to a new window, the target attribute requires a value of blank? Super question mark. For a link to open in a new window, the target attribute requires a value of underscore blank. The target attribute can be added directly to the opening tag of the anchor element, just like Hreference attribute. Fascinating. Hreference, Wikipedia brown bear, target equals underscore blank brown bear 4L. Love it. In the example above, link would read the brown bear and open up to the relevant Wikipedia page in a new window. No, in this exercise, we've used the terminology open in a new window. It's highly likely that you are using a modern browser that opens up websites in new tabs rather than new windows. Before the advent of browsers with tabs, an additional browser window had to open to view more websites. The target attribute, when used in modern browsers, will open websites in a new tab. Fascinating. Good to know. Good TIL. Should have read it that. Alright. In the link that reads learn more, add the target attribute and set it equal to blank. Cool. So we're taking the reference and we're extending this target equals underscore blanksies. This is a link to Wikipedia. Let's just run this. I know it's supposed to say brown bear at some point, but run. Aha, and now, maybe, guys, hopefully. Well, fine, I guess not. Kinda worked. I got the checkbox, so good enough for me. Next. Okay. All elements you've learned about so far, headings, paragraph, lists, and links, all share one thing in common. They're composed entirely of text. What if you want to add content to your web page that isn't composed of text, like images? The image element lets you add images to a web page. This element is special because it doesn't have a closing tag. It only has an opening tag. This is because the image itself, or the image, is a self-closing element. Aha! Look at that in the example. Fun. It's got a source and it just dies at the end. Plain and simple. Love it. Alright. Note, the image element has a required attribute called src, which is similar to the href attribute in links. In this case, the value of src must be the URL of the image. Also note that the end of the image element has a /. This is required for self-closing element. Nice. So let's take In index.html, the ordered list, add an image, use the following as the image URL. In the index below the ordered list. Oh. I wonder if they mean below the link of the ordered list or just below the ordered list. Technically, they said below the ordered list, not below the link of the ordered list. So we're going to add it here. Image. Source equals space / end run. You're a bear. Do error. There we go. Much better. Okay, just a second. Okay, so next. Alright. Part of being an exceptional web developer is making your site accessible to users of all backgrounds. Specifically, visually impaired users require more support from your web page so they can experience the content on your page. Interesting. HTML helps support visually impaired with the alt attribute. The alt attribute is applied specifically to the image element. The value of alt should be a description of the image. A field of yellow sunflowers, but it's a bear. It's a bear, guys, it's a bear. Maybe we're getting there. Okay, hold on. So, let's see. What are we doing? Source is blah. Alt is the description. The alt attribute also serves the following purpose. If an image fails to load on a web page, the user can mouse over the area originally intended for the image and read a brief description of the image. This is made possible by the description you provide in the alt attribute. Visually impaired users often browse the web with the aid of screen reading software When you include the alt attribute, the screen reading software can read the image's description out loud to the visually impaired. Note: if the image on the web page is not one that conveys any meaningful information to a user visually impaired or otherwise, the alt attribute should not be used. Good. In index.html, add the alt attribute on the image. Make sure the description accurately describes the image. Alright, we've got we can do that. So we add it after the source. Space, alt, equals. Wow, does it auto? Wow, that's cool. When you add quotes, it completes the set. That's awesome. That is good for them. Okay, so for the photo, what do we have here? If I were blind, what would I want to visualize? What do I see? See a confident, sassy bear gazing past me. With a look of wonder. Look at that. And resolve. Ooh, that's a good one. Look at that. Look at that. It's a damn good bear. I don't think there's anything else to say. I mean, that's what the bear is clearly doing, right? Golden. Run that shit. With the check mark. 45 points for Gryffindor. Let's do this. Okay. You've probably visited websites where not all links were made up of text. Maybe the links you clicked on were images or some other form of content. So far, we've added links that were made up of only text, like the following: href, https, blah, target blank, prickly pear. Text-only links, however, would significantly decrease your flexibility as a web developer. Thankfully, HTML allows you to turn nearly any element into a link by wrapping that element with an anchor element. With this technique, it's possible to turn images into links simply wrapping the image element with an anchor element. Href, blah, target, blank, right up against the image source, and a description, which closes out the source for the image, and closes out the href. In the example above, an image of a prickly pear has been turned into a link by wrapping the outside of the image element with an A element. Just a second. Alright. Instructions. In index.html, transform the image on your page into a link by wrapping the image element with an anchor element. Set the target attribute so that the link opens in a new window. Use the same URL as before. Okay. We're setting up this with that link, right? In index, transform the image on your page, this guy, into a link by wrapping the image with an anchor element. Set the target attribute. The link opens in a new window. They put the image right after the blank. So I'm gonna put the image right after the blank. Copy. Should have cut it, not copied. Cut. Get rid of that. And drop it like it's hot. Boom. Okay. Good. And run. Oh god, why? There's so much red. Something went very wrong. We've got our H reference. The target is blank. Oh, the target. That's why we missed the quotes the first time around. That's why it didn't work in the last section. Oh, look at that. Run. Still wrong. Okay, well, that's good. We're still troubleshooting. There's a space here. Don't know if that's going to change anybody's day. Image source is that. Alt. A lovely description. Oh, you know what? It's the text. It's the text. It doesn't like the text. That's what it is. Alright. Hold on. Did you wrap that with an anchor? Seems anchory. Is it the link? Does it not like? I'm gonna check chat. Chat, does anyone see an issue? Hold on. I don't have chat up. I'm getting chat up. No, chat room's empty, of course. Way to go, chat room. That's what I get for my second day of streaming. Okay, this is good. This is our friend. This link would work just fine. Copy. Paste. Hashtag bear life. Maybe it's all the commas and punctuation, but it's in quotes. Maybe that's why it didn't like it. But that doesn't seem right either. The source this guy, JPEG, copy, get rid of the hashtag, V, okay. Now, why is there different lengths here and here? We've got that. Those two look identical. Why then would that not work? Run. Well, like the second version of it, I'm going to clear out the first one somehow. Something somewhere. I created a whole second link. Run it. Here's the second link. Paste. I'm going to cut out the second one. There's that. Run. Still says good. Guys, I don't know what's up. It seemed fine. Maybe it was just an issue between the midsection compiling the code and the actual part over here to the right, the web page. So, but all seems well. Anywho, moving on. It's important to understand the formatting of code in index.html will not affect the positioning of elements within the browser. For example, if you want to increase the space between a paragraph and an image on your web page, you would not be able to accomplish this by simply adding more spacing between the paragraph element and the image element within index.html. This is because the browser ignores white space present in HTML files like index.html. On the other hand, using white space in HTML files is important so your code is easy to read and follow. For example, the following code is difficult to read and understand. HTML, head, body, H1, hello, this is a paragraph. Yeah, that's weird. That's an abomination. If that code were a child that fell down the stairs. So, the following code, however, uses spacing effectively to make it easier to read. HTML, head, title, my web page, closing head, body, H1, hello, closing H1, paragraph. Yes, this is a paragraph. Body, HTML. Nice, okay. They were probably voted most likely to succeed in their yearbook if that code was, Alright, instructions. In index.html, place your cursor directly after the closing tag of the ordered list. Done. Next, press enter or return on your keyboard a few times, then run your code. Note, there's no change in the positioning of the elements in the browser. White space is meant to increase code readability, not to affect the element positioning. 1, 2, 3. Done. Run. Love it. Next. Okay. We're getting there. 12 of 15, guys. Hear that, little kitty? Hey, little kitty's here. Who's a good kitty? Come on, just don't touch the keyboard. No? You're confused? There you go. Look at you. Oh, yeah, please don't. Stop rubbing up against the mic. Okay. We're close to the end, little cat. Oh, look at you. Yeah, face scratches. You like the face scratch? Got an itchy face? Of course you do. Oh, your tail's hitting the mic. And you're just oh my god, you're touching everything. You're touching everything. Jesus. Jesus. No, 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 move. Sorry, little cat. Dear God. Okay. So, now that she's gone, after ruining everything, let's figure this out. Alright, where'd we leave off? Okay, you saw how modifying the space between code in an HTML file doesn't affect the position. No, 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 you're back. Down, little cat, down, heel. Look, you can stay in my lap, that's it. Yeah! Your nails are in my thigh. Okay. This is not going well anymore. You can play on the floor. No, 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 no. Cat. Just don't touch the keyboard. Don't touch the keyboard. Oh my god, you're gonna knock over the webcam. Okay, and to the bed. Holy god. Just stay. No, no, stay. Stay. Oh, Jesus, you want scratches. Okay. Scratching the cat and reading. Where'd we leave off? You saw how modifying the space between code and HTML file doesn't affect the positioning of elements in the browser. If you are interested in modifying the spacing in the browser, you can use HTML's line break element, br space slash attack. Nice. No, cat, you stay. You're not nice. The code's nice. The line break element is one self-closing tag. You can use it anywhere within your HTML code, and a line break will be shown in the browser. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day, line break, thou art more lovely and more temperate. The code in the example will oh my god, claws. The code in the example above will result in an output that looks like the following. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Note, line breaks are not the standard way of manipulating the positioning of HTML elements, but it's likely that you'll come across them every now and then. In later units, you'll learn more advanced techniques. You'll learn more advanced techniques for positioning HTML elements. Instruction. In index, add a line break after the word populations in the third paragraph of the page. 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph, 3 paragraph. Populations. Aha. Populations. Let me get breaky. I'm about to break this. Break it all up in your face. That's right. Oh god. I did a comma, not a caret shift. Caret. Break. Space. Slash attack. Closey caret. Cool. And run. Look at that green check mark for Steven. Good job. Okay, next. White spaces make code easier to read by increasing or decreasing the spacing between lines. Make sure the structure of code is what? No. To make the structure of code easier to read. Going blind. Web developers often use indentation. The World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, is responsible for maintaining the style standards of HTML. At the time of writing, the W3C recommends 2 spaces of indentation when writing. HTML code indentation is intended for elements nested within other elements. Unlisted, violin, viola, cello, bass, unlisted, close. In the example above, the list items are indented with 2 spaces. The spaces are inserted using the spacebar on your keyboard unless your text editor has been configured properly. The tab key on your keyboard should not be used for indentation. Dum dum dum, which I've been hitting somehow. The index.html is configured where when I hit tab it jumps forward too, so that's nice. Anywho, instructions. Take a look at the code in the code editor. Most of it is indented correctly, but there is one section that is not indented correctly. Fix the indentation to match the style standards of the W3C recommends. Or that the WC3 recommends. W3C recommends. Wow. This would be a lot harder if we were all on drugs. My god. Coding is for sober-minded people. At least on your second day. Right. So, nestling. Frack. Well. Take a look at the code in the code editor. Most of it is indented correctly, but there's one section that isn't indented correctly. Fix the section to match the style standards. Okay, so we've got head and title, all of HTML. Maybe that's it. No, I can just indent everything? No, that doesn't seem right, but 1, 2, 3. Body is a separate thing. Title is another separate thing. That. Tier. Riffin? No? Family Guy? Alright, just kidding. Unordered List. Wood. That's there. That's also there. Ordered list. Good. Paragraph should be in order. Paragraph. Body. No. Do. What is that? 1, 2. Cool. So that's my answer. Run. There's no green box. HTML files also allow you to add comments to your code. Comments begin with an excited caret heading in that direction. Son of a bitch. Comments begin with caret, opening caret, exclamation, dash dash, and end with dash dash closing caret. Any characters in between will be treated as a comment. This is a comment that the browser will not display. Including comments in your code is helpful for many reasons. They help you and others understand your code if you decide to come back and review them at a much later date. They allow you to experiment with new code without having to delete old code. Favorite film section. The following is a list of my favorite films. Clever. In the example above, the comment is used to denote the following text makes up a particular section of the page. H reference, blah, target blank, codecademy, blah. Cool. In the example above, a valid HTML element and anchor element should comment it out. This practice is useful when you want to experiment with new code without having to delete old code. Add a comment anywhere. Hashtag comment this. Comment stuff. Not sure what else to write. Comment stuff. Yeah, good. Good. Seems reasonable. Run. Boom! And the green check mark for the win. Nice, nice. And we ran that. Next. Hey! 15 out of 50. You did something. Congratulations. You earned a new achievement. Damn straight. Common HTML elements are a day. Well, actually, it's only been 2 days, so, we still have the rest of the year to go. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Congratulations on completing the second unit of HTML and CSS. In this unit, you learned how to add content. Oh, God. Oh, no green check mark. And that's fine. We like a challenge, just that looked like a lot of food. So, or not food. I'm thinking of food, and when I finish this, I'm going to go eat. It looked like a lot of work that would keep me from eating. So that's that. The ship's going down. Congratulations on completing the second unit of HTML and CSS. In this unit, you learned how to add content to a web page using some of the most common HTML elements. Let's review what you've learned so far. You can add headings of different sizes using the different headings elements, H1 through H6. Paragraphs are added with the P element. Unordered lists are created with the UL element, and list items are added using the LI list element. Ordered lists are created with the OL ordered list element, and list items are added using the list. You can add links to your web page using the anchor element. Don't forget the H-reference attribute. I don't know if that's H-reference, but it is to me. Yeah. Hopefully someone can let me know what the hell that means. Images can be added with the image element. Don't forget the source. It's source to me if it's not. Hopefully someone will let me know sooner than later. Images help support visually impaired users when image elements include alt attribute. You can turn anything into a link by wrapping it with an anchor. White space in the HTML file does not affect the positioning of elements in the browser. The W3C recommends 2 spaces of indentation for nested HTML elements. Comments are used to make notes inside the HTML file. You can add a comment with blah. This is a comment. So far, the content you added in this unit isn't very visually appealing. In the next unit, you'll learn how to modify the appearance of your content using CSS. Instructions. Take some time to experiment with your new knowledge of HTML in the index.html. You'll note that we've already provided you the boilerplate HTML code. When you're done, proceed to the next unit. Guys. Okay, let's do one of everything. Title. Title this. Slightly. Body. Which one? Two-headed boy. Neutral Milk Hotel? No. The band? No one? Maybe? Someone will know. Someone will know. For a header? Trust me, it's interesting. Paragraphs. Time to get graphy. Right? Paragraph. Yeah. Lots of written stuff. Good. Close that nonsense out. Nice. Unordered list. Unordered list. La da 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 da. And break. Even though apparently this is the noob break, but whatever. Just change that to ordered. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Thing one. No. We'll do, where? Triangle. Look at that. No meaning. Versus thing one and thing two. Little cat in the hat action for you. Little Dr. Seuss, right? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Time to get Seussy. Right. Good. There's that. There's that. Okay, time to get anchored. Anchor. H-reference equals something in quotes. That's just the first bit. There's a target for it, which equals something in quotes as well, underscore blank. It will be closing got in Image. Oh, do we want to do an image? Yeah, we'll do it all, because that kills multiple birds with one stone. Image, son of a bitch. This is not gonna end well, guys. Image equals something there, alt. Did alt have an equals? Oh god, alt doesn't have an equal. No, alt does have an equal. This is stressful, and it ends somehow. It's got a closing tag that just like stops. Death, guy, death. This is not pretty. We're gonna have to go back and patch this all up. Do we have any functional... Son of a... Guys, we're gonna have to go back a page. This is hideous. This is hideous. This is all falling apart. Cat photo? Oh, yes. This is what the internet's for. BuzzFeed. Yeah, important cat photos of all time. And this guy. So, we're gonna take this, copy, it's gonna go here, targets a new blank thing, image, hold on, copy image address, boom. Cat, it'd be cat burrito, but we're just gonna call it cat for now. No, an image is a self-closing thing. Okay, so wait. This guy closes here. We don't need that. We have image. Source. And it closes itself. Oh god. This is bad, guys. This is bad. That's the link. That's the anchor. That's the reference. That's our target. Oh god, why this seems so wrong. I mean, it might work, but it just seems like a train wreck. And lastly, we need a comment. Comment. For life. For L. Super lame. Okay, good enough, right? No, does it not? It doesn't like. Oh my god, because it's a 1, not. This has been brutal. Okay, run as I break the internet. Wow, nice. I'm really not sure. Well, guys, it worked. So I don't know what that response is. Tag must be paired. Missing. Aha. Did that work? Is that, did I make it worse? Hey. No? Run again? Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. Oh. Well, it was working. Guys, I broke the internet. Let's go back and look. Images. Linking at will. It was either images or... okay. We had href, target, and then it ends at blank, and then image starts. Image is its own self-contained thing, and then the anchor ends. Okay. Got the reference and the target. There's the anchor and the target. Then the image is its own self-contained nonsense with the alt. And then, it's the slash and then a. Look at me being a big dumb stupid over there and forgetting the slash and getting ahead of myself. Who do you think you are? Oh, God. Second day on the job. Get the hell out of here, Steven. You don't deserve to be on the internet. Okay, so href blank ends. Image begins. Source alt slash tag NCs. Hey. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Run it. Boom! Cat photo. What's... no. I think it wants to do something, but... boom! Cat photos. Loaded. Love it. Love it. Nice, nice, nice. Fashion edition. Typical. That's how I feel. Awesome. Way to go. Up next. The CSS setup. Learn how to set up CSS file and link it to an HTML. Start lesson. Sort of. We're gonna actually start it tomorrow, but we'll, head in the right direction. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Congratulations, you've earned a new achievement. 25 exercises complete. Nice. Codecademy. Catalog. No. View my profile. I think they're based on the East Coast, New York. Because the email I did start on the first. The email I have from them is January 1st. I'm here in California, so time difference. But yeah, so Because I noticed that in yesterday's video at the end when I came here to check on the stats. It said join the 21st or join the 2nd. I was like, that's not right. I'm in California and I started the 1st, but day 2 should be fine. So from here on out, not that's gonna change, but yeah, good times. Last coded less than a minute ago. 5 badges. I don't know what that means, but I feel good. 0 skills. That is true. Still at 0 skill level. So, alright. Food. I am looking for food. This party will continue on tomorrow. And for the rest of the year. So, if anyone can't sleep, throw this on. I'm sure you'll pass out immediately. Alright. Ending the stream now. Till tomorrow.